finished making your rice pudding, and that turned out really nice. So the next thing that you're going to show us how to make is your biscuits, which is one of my favorites. So how do we get started?
By adding the flour first.
Okay. And so you just kind of eyeball things as you're baking.
Right.
You don't really measure. Is there a particular reason why you don't measure, or is that how you were taught when you were growing up? What would you do normally?
That's how I was taught. We didn't even use a measuring cup. If they had one, I didn't see it.
So you just kind of
Eyeball.
use what you have and eyeball it, and it
Right.
comes out good. Seems like you've been making this for many, many years.
Amen.
So, and it always comes out good, and just come to find out that she never measured. So that's a very interesting fact. So next thing you're going to add is
The salt.
some salt.
And I don't measure that either.
Okay.
And the next thing is the baking powder. And I don't measure the baking powder either, maybe.
And so you're just going to sift the dry ingredients right into
My pan.
your pan.
Okay.
Do you want me to help tap that? Tap it. And so who taught you how to make this? Is this something that you created, or someone showed you how to make this?
My sister did when I was 11 years old. You hear me?
So your sister taught you how to make this when you were 11, and so you had to make this for your family growing up?
Oh, yes.
A little more flour? Okay. And so this is something that your kids like growing up. You had 11 children, and then they had other family members that would come over and eat biscuits too, right?
The whole neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood would come to eat her biscuit.
Now I'll add my shortening.
Okay. And you said you like your shortening to be room temperature.
Room temperature, most things. They didn't have no, well, back in them days, the refrigerator, everything was room temperature.
Okay.
And
So you're just kneading it, the shortening into the flour.
And add warm water, and that's all we do.
And you know, with biscuits, I know that a lot of times people would make buttermilk biscuits and cream biscuits and angel biscuits where you put yeast in it. And your recipe is pretty much the first time I've seen it where there's no milk, there's no cream, there's no any type of dairy products. You just use water. And so that was the first time I've ever seen a recipe like that. And it really comes out well.
Because we use what we had.
Exactly. And I remember growing up when I was young, my grandmother would make biscuits, and I would sit there and eat the raw dough as she was making the biscuits. And it was the fun times of growing up, sitting and watching Grandma cook. So this is going to be really, really good to try it again. We're going to add the water. And you just eyeball the water as well.
Right. It's terrible when you put that in the pan.
A little too much.
Well,
And what kind of consistency are you looking for after you add the water? Is it normally a loose dough, or is it a little more?
No, it's in a good dough. And a lot of people roll them out, but I'll just take my hand.
And form the dough. So I can help you. I'll move some things aside and help you.
I'll add a little more flour.
So it's a very simple biscuit dough.
Oh, yes,
It's not really a whole lot to it. A lot of times people will add cold butter and fold it in. So this is very good. You don't have to have any cold butter in the refrigerator. You can just use pretty much everything that's in your pantry.
Right.
So it's a really nice dough.
You can do it in 10 minutes.
And that's good. When you have 11 hungry kids, you want to be able to cook something quick, right?
And I cook them 3 times a day.
You cook meals 3 times a day.
You have to.
So it was no McDonald's and Roy Rogers and all those things that people go to now. It was Mom cooked in the kitchen. So this is a really nice dough. I like the way it's pretty firm.
Okay.
So you wanna, I can help you. We can start forming the biscuits. So what size do you normally use? How much do you normally add? And I'll just follow you. When you add it, I'll gauge from you.
I add a little more flour so that they won't stick to my hand. A lot of people will cut these biscuits out, but I'll just roll them in my
So I
hand.
can flour my hands a little bit too, so I can help. So, is this about enough?
I think so. If you want it a little bigger, you can have it bigger.
Oh, okay. I can add a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just go ahead and add and form them all first
Right.
in the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
You don't
I don't
have
wanna-
to.
And so I can just pat these out?
Uh-huh.
Is there a way that you do it? Can you give me an example, one, how you put it on the pan, and then I'll copy you. So you roll it. Trying to get your technique here. It's not coming out like yours. And is there a reason why you do this?
So you try to shape them.
Oh boy,
Well,
I
you
got a
gotta
lot of
see it.
practicing to do because my biscuits aren't looking like grandma's. All right. So this is something fun to do with kids because kids like to do. You didn't like that one? Okay. I'll try this one and see if it's a little better. Is that better?
Yeah,
That's
that's
better.
much better.
Better. All right. So we're just going to keep forming biscuits. Okay, so we're just about finished with our biscuits. And the temperature that you bake your biscuits at is 450. So we have the oven preset to 450. And looks like we have about a little over a dozen biscuits that we got out of that one batch. So about how long does it take to bake your biscuits?
At least 15 to 20.
15, 20 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and put them in the oven and get ready to taste them later. So Grandma, I think, smell biscuits, so I think they're ready. You think they're ready to come out the oven?
I think so.
All right, let's give them a look. Whoa, they look really good. These are the biscuits that I remember eating. They look like they're done. So I have some strawberry jam and some butter. So how do you normally eat your biscuits when you serve them?
Butter first and then jam.
So let's go ahead. I think we should try one. Try a little one. And I know some people use honey with their biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
Or syrup. So I'm ready to try some biscuits. All right, give it a try.
Delicious.
Very, very good. They're always a hit. Whenever my grandmother makes her biscuits, everybody loves them. And they even eat them cold. They're that good. So thank you, Grandma, for coming in the kitchen with me and showing me how to make one of my favorite things. And I'm sure it'll be yours as well. Thanks for spending time with me in the kitchen today. I hope you enjoyed these recipes as much as I have. We'll see you again on Family Favorites with Kelly.